you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Filling up with my broken pieces, took them all and made them yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed. Skipping out, no, I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh, magic. No, I'm never letting go. Now that I've been with you. When you kiss me, it's like the stars fall out the sky onto my heart to cover up what I don't wanna show. I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Filling up with my broken pieces, took them all and made them yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed. Skipping out, no, I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, yeah, you take me higher, baby.
Welcome to Radical Truth to Power, the progressive news show with less BSery. I am your host, Marlon Clyburn, along with Tracy Carson of Tracy LLC. And today, we got to get into it. Yet again. Another senseless killings. We had fun last night, but as you know, for all the good and fun we have, we got to stay vigilant and stay in the fight. So we have to discuss exactly what we're fighting against. So we will be talking about the senseless killing that happened in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And then we'll, on the second hour, we even get to a second hour, then we'll lighten it up again. But I told y'all a long time ago, we can't just deny and pretend that these things are not happening. We still got to get into it. So how's everything going, Tracy?
It's been a great day.
Happy Easter!
Yep.
All right, let's see who's all out here today. And I already saw this earlier. First comment today. I'm ahead of schedule. Time enough to
Hey,
take my
hello,
dog
Anna.
out. Well, hey, Anna at 7:30. Hey, Anna. Kevin.
Hey, Kevin.
How are you doing? And let me see. They do a whole lot of greetings. Please remember to like and share this video. Thanks to the host Marlon and his gorgeous guest Tracy.
Tell the truth.
And Theo, wherever he may be, for letting us hang out with them on this weekend. You are greatly appreciated. And yes, please like, share, and even subscribe to this video. We would truly appreciate it.
Hey,
Hello,
Mickey.
How are you? You mean we're going to get into it, Mickey? Yeah. We're going to get into it. Happy whatever y'all celebrate today. There you go. Whatever y'all go do today. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So let's get this party started.
I'm going to speak a lot of bit about fear. When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! All streets! All streets! All streets! Take his name! Patrick! Name the killer cop! Name the killer cop! Name the killer cop! Name the killer cop! We support the family. We support the family. We support the family. We stand next to the family. We stand next to the family. We stand behind the family. We support the family.
So there again is another protest from another cop kill, another execution, another murder, however you want to put it. I'm gonna thank both from the Fifth Element on this, and I'm even going to tag him after we finish this so he can hear me say thank you for it, because I didn't want to see the video. I usually don't see those videos, especially knowing what the end result is going to be. I can read about it. I literally don't have to see the video. But he did a video on it, and he compelled me to do a video on it. I mean, to watch the video. He did a video on it. It compelled me to watch the video. I want to show you something real quick, Tracy and Mafia. These are my notes. See if we can get it coasted in a little bit.
No, we can't see none of them.
Okay, don't read it.
Yeah, because that's chicken scratch.
Don't read it. Again, you're not supposed to read it. I just want you to see what I got circled or squared off. Okay? But don't read it. Then I want you to see the rest of my notes. That, all of this page, and a little bit over here. Once again, don't read it. Don't worry about trying to read it. But I want you to keep in mind, just keep in the back of your mind, that square. Don't worry about reading it. Don't worry about trying to understand it. Just keep in mind those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, those 8 lines. I just want you to keep that in mind. See what everybody's talking about real quick. Happy. Look blank with lights on it. Yeah, I had to. That's the first time I ever did it. I didn't know it was going to come out looking like that. But don't worry about it. I don't want y'all to worry about reading. I just want y'all to remember those 7 or 8 lines at the top. So, yeah. Patrick Lyoya. I hope I'm not butchering his last name, but we're gonna get into it. And this is what I saw from the video. So just give me a little time to get this out. Cops pulls over Patrick's car. Patrick gets out the car and asks the cop, what did he do wrong? The cop asks Patrick for his license. Off the bat, there is a communication problem. You can hear that Patrick's first language is not English. So much so, the cop even asks Patrick, does he speak English? Patrick, after a few seconds, so he's thinking about it, says yes. All the while, Patrick kept asking the cop, what did he do wrong? Cop said the tag does not match the vehicle. Patrick looked confused. Rightfully so. This man is not from here. We've already established that there is a communication problem. So your tag matching the car is not making any sense to him. Patrick says, cop says, do you have a license? Patrick says, yes. Cop says, go get it. Patrick opens his car door and asks the passenger to get it. So there was a passenger in the car at the time. Passenger can't find it. Patrick walks over to the front of the car, and it looks like he was just going to go around the car to the passenger side and just look for it himself. The cop then grabbed Patrick from behind, screaming, no, and stop. That's one. So Patrick did not instigate the attack. That was the cop. The cop grabbed Patrick from behind. And what I understand from Bo, I'm putting some of Bo's things in. When you're being attacked from behind, grabbed from behind by surprise, you don't know what the heck is going on. Your natural intuition is to fight, flight, or freeze. Keep those in mind as I continue. The cop then grabs Patrick from behind, yelling no and stop. After a little struggle, standing up, Patrick breaks free from the police and chose flight, i.e., he chose to run away. So again, there was no instigating fighting on Patrick's side. Now, to make something perfectly clear, when I say he got away from the cop, literally all he did was shrug his shoulders to get the cop off of him. No throwing, no judo moves or anything out there. Number two, the cop tried to tackle Patrick from behind by surprise. He didn't even knock Patrick down then. I'm saying all this to say, if Patrick really wanted to instigate with him, he could have. And he didn't. You couldn't tackle the dude, and you caught him by surprise from behind. Don't think a fight situation is going to be very good for this cop. But that didn't happen. Also, the simple fact of this, and I dip into stereotypical, oh my God, he's going to run, he's going to take off, oh my God, that's why he got tackled, he was going to let him run. And oh my God, Marlon, you going to just let him go? How was you not going to be able to find somebody who has an African accent, which means he flew in from Africa, which means you have his fingerprint somewhere? What else do you have? You have his car. You have his keys in the car. Which also probably have his license, which he was looking for, and the passenger. How was you not going to be able to find him if he left? Call for backup. I guarantee you within an hour you would have had him back again. That's not what happened. Patrick runs. Cop tackled Patrick, and This is what I had to study. Bo said this too, so I studied what he was saying. Stop resisting. Things of that matter is not commands. It's the equivalent of saying hot dog out loud. It's not commands. Stop is an open-ended statement. Stop what? Stop resisting. What is your definition of resisting? Because we've all discovered, being a minority in this country, your definition of resisting and my definition of resisting is sure as hell not the same damn thing. If I'm laying, we done saw plenty of videos of people laying completely, utterly still, with handcuffs behind their back, with the cops still yelling, stop resisting. So stop saying that as that was a command. It's non-command. Cop is now on Patrick's back. Patrick is in a sprawled out push-up position. So he's not even on all fours. He's in a sprawled push-up position. This is when the cop finally gives him a correct command. And what I mean he gave him a correct command is true. He gave him a correct command. The timing of it sucked because the command was put your hands behind your back. I don't think it's going to be safe for Patrick in a push-up position to pull his hands from around him so he can smash his face into the ground to put his hands behind his back. Nobody's going to do that. Let me see. The rep that once he's in the push-up, Patrick again flings the cop off of him. And even after being kneed several times by the cop while he's on the ground, he still did not attack the cop. Just putting everybody at the ease of there was a reason why all of this was going on because he was attacking the cop. Patrick, not one time in the video, attacked the cop. Zero. Patrick runs again. Cop tackles him again. If y'all have lost count, that is 3. That is 3 times that he's been attacked. 3 times he ran away. 3 times he was tackled. And I may be off the number. It may be 2 and 3, but either way, once again, still no attack from Patrick. All of this was instigated by the cop. Cop pulled out his taser. Patrick grabs the taser at this point and pushes it away from him. Not turn the taser on the cop. He grabs the taser and moves the taser with him. Cop pulls the trigger. It didn't hit the cop. It didn't hit Patrick. All the while, Patrick is still, you can still hear him saying, I didn't do anything to you. So now he's in a childlike state. I didn't do anything to you. Why are you doing all this stuff to me? They both drop to the ground. Now the cop is yelling, drop the taser. Let go of the taser. We all know what happened after that point. 1 bullet in the back of the head. Patrick is dead. That took me reading that about, what you say, about 5-6 minutes, Tracy? That whole thing? Let's go back to that small little, that small little window that I said for y'all to pay attention to. What I wrote is what I saw after the video. I didn't read this anywhere. This is all from the top of my head. But because I've been on this earth way too long as a black man. This was probably what was written. Cop pulled over black male because his tags does not match the vehicle assigned to it. After the suspect appeared to be trying to run, the cop apprehended the suspect. A struggle occurred where the suspect somehow got a hold of the policeman's taser. Fear for his life and the surrounding population, the policeman unfortunately discharged his firearm and killed the suspect. That's going to be the story written before video even comes out or anything. That's how it is. Let's say everybody, what's going on? Only managed to get through because of bold description. Yeah, but I was not even planning on watching the video, but Bo had me do it. You're doing a good job, Mom. I appreciate it, but I already shaded my tears, so I'm good. They're trained to shout, "Stop resisting" immediately, even if they're not resisting. The body cam records that the cop said it as proof. And I get you, Mickey, and that's why I'm telling you, stop resisting is not a command. So even when they say, I commanded them to stop resisting, what is your definition of resisting? Because again, we've shown plenty of times when minorities has been handcuffed, laying on the ground, can't move, not moving, and the cop is still on top of them yelling, stop resisting. It's not a command. We all seen cops grabbing someone, and before the person react, the cop yells, stop. Yeah, I literally have seen videos where the cop yells, stop resisting, and then tap the person. I have literally seen that. That's why I stopped watching the videos. I'll never forget what it was. I don't know where it was and everything else, but I will never forget it, where the guy started walking away. The cop yells, stop resisting, runs, and literally karate kicks the dude in the back of in his back, knocking him down. That's what made me stop watching the videos, because I knew I couldn't take it no more. Hello, Mickey. Like, it's a common practice to not do all this proper procedure thing, but always make sure you cover your ass. Yeah. And let me put it to you, you put it in a different way. That is proper procedure.
Yeah.
That is their proper procedure. That's how things are done. From the way that they say, and I hate to beat a dead horse, but by the way they even say stop resisting immediately when they have a struggle, so they can put it on record. That is their procedure. That's how they roll. So what's your take on it, Tracy? While I cool down a little bit.
I was in a good mood till I forgot about what we were talking about. It makes me sick. This country literally makes me sick. We act like the police are literally, we act like they're mob bosses. They go around, you can't question their authority, you can't do, I can't get my sentence together because that's how frustrated I am at this. I used to be one to say, maybe police need better training. Then I went to, well, no, let's defund the police. I'm so close to teetering on abolishing the police. It's just like, this is just another example of proving what I'm starting to think, that our law enforcement officials are a bunch of quagmires. I'm trying not to go that far, and unfortunately, I saw the video. He conveniently turned off his camera, then conveniently turned it on when he was giving them CPR. Like, you couldn't have, and I'm not saying this would have been right, but if he had been white, would you have done that? I mean, let's think about the one that went inside the church and shot the 9 black people. They took him to Burger King. Would you have just taken him or fired a warning shot? You literally, there's no justification for shooting someone in the back of the head. That literally, I don't know where this cop is coming from. Hopefully they've released the cop's name, because we deserve to know who this piece of garbage is. And this pseudo investigation they're doing, he's going to be found complying with police orders. Nothing's gonna happen to him. It's gonna be, unfortunately, don't everybody just shoot me in the foot saying this, but Ben Crump is probably gonna file some major civil lawsuit and nothing's gonna change again.
Yeah, the family get paid, and
they'll never admit to wrongdoing.
I love how there always is an internal investigation, as if it. I would like to see the statistics or the internal investigations actually prove that a cop did something wrong.
Oh, that's a good. I can tell you that 0.
I literally would like.
I've never heard of one say, you could have did that different.
Knowing the taser isn't deadly, why did the cop fear for his life?
Thank you. That's what I want to know. Thank you, Mickey.
And here's the deal, because somebody said the cop got frustrated to the point and shot him in the head.
He couldn't have shot him in the shoulder.
I could take that route with you. I could also tell you that the cop probably, because of the taser, was feared for his life. However, I can also add this to it. But he manufactured the fear.
He sure did.
From the beginning of escalating this event, you manufactured your own fear. Period. You literally put yourself in a dangerous situation by doing all the stuff that you did. Unfortunately, the cop will probably face little to
no charges. No charges.
Yeah,
no charges. Ain't no little, no charges.
My bad. Hi, Trace. I'm gonna assume that's Trace.
Yep, we go.
My
hand. Okay, so let me explain about the hand. So I had to have a blood draw, and they can never draw out of my veins in my arm. So they always have to go through my hand. And so when they wrapped it up, it takes a few hours for that little prick to heal. So that's why you saw me in that picture with my hand on. It's just a blood draw.
But it was just the title of it. Here I am, finally made to the head.
I forgot to take
his hand. I'm like, I'm so confused. What happened?
I forgot to take the bandage off.
Like, are we not supposed to ask what the hell just happened to your hand? What are they doing to your hair that it hurts your hand? I've seen videos of police dogs with his teeth clenched on a man's leg and the cop yelling at this to lie still. Expect these bodies to not react with large yeah, oh yeah, that too.
I've seen the police dog attack a police person. Because even the dog was like, I can't take no more of this.
Abolish the police and train peacekeepers. No
ex-cops. Yep. Agreed.
Exactly. We'll go right back to their rules. Exactly, Susan. Execution style is the lowest of the low. That's what Russians did. Yeah. I'll probably do another story about that next week. If that dude is not pulled up on war crimes, I'm done.
They tell me we got to get evidence. I'm like, so your two eyes don't tell you nothing? Them two things you got in your head that you can see. You what you need?
We wouldn't need qualified immunity if we didn't have cops. They have pensions. We can all retire immediately effective. Yeah, we could.
And
but they have that qualified immunity.
And you know what's going to happen? Like I said, it's going to be a lawsuit. The taxpayers are going to have to pay it. The police pension is never going to be. He'll get a promotion. He'll say he's not racist because he helped a black person change a tire way back in 1981, 2, or 3. Blah, 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 blah.
And the funny thing about it is, and to add on to it, Tracy, and then they'll turn around and go, we need more funding for the police.
And they'll get it.
We need funding for the police because y'all running out of money paying off these families of these murder victims.
The thing is, they're going to get it.
Yeah,
they are going to get it. There's nothing.
They're going to get it.
Yeah, I'm like, what is y'all wasting this money on?
That's it. That's my epiphany of what's going to happen. Y'all are running out of money that y'all could be using to really do your job because you're paying out millions of dollars to families that be vulnerable deaths.
They're paying millions of dollars to get these military style weapons and tanks and
that too.
proper copters. I'm like, what do you need a tank for? It's a protest. Nobody's invading us.
Because it's a protest. There's a video out there of it was a protest going on. I think it was New York. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. No, Florida. Wait a minute. I know it's not New York because I know what the second place was. So it may be California, somewhere in California. Wherever Disneyland is.
Land is in California, world is in Florida.
Okay. We're in California. There was a protest involving a bank and something to the effect of what the CEO was doing. It was an environmental protest. If I had to guess, it may have been 10 people that showed up, Tracy.
You know what happened?
Locked themselves. No, these were white people.
No, I know what happened, though.
What happened?
They showed up with some weapons, and he's like, it's only 10 of them, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, it's 10 of them, and you got a bazooka. Oh, okay.
It was, at the very least, at least 6 dozen cops that showed up.
Yeah. But somehow...
Full armor, gear, the whole works, marching in footsteps. There was more cops than people. If they said if they looked it up, it was at least 3 to 4 cops per person.
But for 10 people.
For 10 people.
But don't let it be Black Lives Matter. Oh, they are full military gear.
Yeah. Meanwhile, on the other side at Disneyland, there was a huge protest at Disneyland with hundreds of people banging on the doors, banging on the windows, yelling at the top of their lungs, chanting, screaming, and everything else. Not one cop was there. You went to the wrong protest. Or did you?
Oh, they knew what they were doing. They're not dumb.
I saw that with two, Tracy. At first, I cheered that dog attacking his handler. Then I realized that the cop probably... probably. What? Honestly, out of the top of my mind, and I helped myself, but I was about to say, and then the cop shot the dog. But, yeah. Granted to say, we're probably never going to see that dog again.
Yep. Anytime
a dog like that with a kind of training attached to the handler is a pure crap. Exactly. It should be nowhere. The dog I don't know about the police. I know the military. I know the military beyond a shadow of a doubt. They love their handlers because they're trained to love their handlers. And they would do anything, even put their own lives on the line. I'm talking about dogs here. Dogs are trained to put their lives on the lines for the handlers. So, yeah, if the dog turns around and starts attacking their handlers, probably because they're sick of the handlers.
Yeah, they tired. They tired of it.
You know, off the top of their head, they decide, let me go ahead and just start attacking people. Let me go ahead and attack him. No, they were sick of you. What about the buffalo cop who showed up?
Yeah, nothing happened to him.
On the ground, saw her bleed from the ear, knowing what it means, they walked away. All on video, and just recently, by the way, Mickey, no charges against them.
But you know what, Mickey? Their man Byron Brown, no comment. I wonder why.
Oh, boy. Okay. This was so heavy of a comment. I really did not want to even remotely try to find another story at all. So I'm going to make an audible or an executive decision or however you want to say it. And we're going to reload and reboot right here and now and be back on the other side for the fun stuff. So while everybody's here, please do not forget to hit that like button. I would truly appreciate it. And we're going to go ahead and take our 3-minute break right now to cool down from all
Yeah,
of this.
because we, boy, make
So
me
we're
forget
gonna,
it's Easter. I do that.
yeah. So we're gonna cool down from this. So we're gonna take our 3-minute break right now to reload and reboot. So see you in 3 minutes.
Living for weekends, wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate above the ground and make eye contact with clouds. Now I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free, finally, finally, I wanna be free, finally, I wanna be free, finally, finally, I wanna be free, finally, finally, I always say dreaming, never imagined I lose my spark. Living in this crazy time, putting back the pieces of my mind. I know how to run from the dark and fly. Feel my wings spread, levitate into the clouds. I'm so high above the ground. I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free, finally, finally, I wanna be free, finally, I wanna be free, finally, I wanna be free, finally, finally, higher to above you. I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free, I wanna be free, I wanna be free, I wanna be free, finally.
We are back. We are back. We are back. And Susan, I have no idea what you're talking about. Robert is fine. Calm down,
Who's
everyone.
Robert?
Who's Robert? Why is he fine?
Why
Why
is
is
he-
everybody calming down?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Is
to
Robert okay? I'm
Robert
serious.
okay?
We
I'll talk
asking.
about it. If Robert is fine, why everybody was need to calm down? We need to know what happened to Robert and who is Robert. I think that should be the first question. Who is Robert? Yeah, let's use that question first. Who's Robert? And why would he not be fine? Inquiring minds want to know.
Yep, we just nosy,
Yeah, we are.
basically.
Well, let's go ahead and get started with our first next installment of Am I the A-Hole? But before we even get started, you know we have to go ahead and pay those bills. So please, please, please hit that like button. I would truly appreciate it. The more likes we get, the more the algorithm will support putting all our videos on the front page of a lot of people who may like this content. If you are new here and you like this type of content, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. I have 2 shows every weekend. Saturday Night Vibe every Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And tonight, Radical Truth to Power every 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please support Tracy on her Patreon page at TracyMediaLLC.com. Please support Theus Robinson on his Patreon page, Complex Mind. And please support me at my page, Radical Truth to Power, exactly the way it's spelled. Don't know why, but exactly the way it's spelled in order for you to find it. Do not forget to send me a Mafia video of the week. I got one so far. Thanks, Anna. Anna did send me a video, and me and Theus and Tracy are going to look over it real quick and put our 2 cents into it and see what comes up. And you can send that to me at radtp.com, radtp@outlook.com. That's radtp@outlook.com. Also, please go to Anna's page and support her page. Again, I'm not even going to try. And as always, put Tracy for the Senate in 2024. Please put Theus in Congress right now. And please support my Patreon page so I become president of Mars in 2024 because I want to get the hell off this planet. That should cover everything. Comment before the last one. Robert is the guy usually referred to as my partner. Oh,
okay.
Okay. Sorry. I didn't even know that. I did not take him out with the trash. In other words, he's asleep and he's, oh my good gracious. Okay, Susie. He already get into the trash can. Can't do everything with him when he is asleep. Oh, light sleeper type of thing. So let's go ahead and get into the new segment. Am I the a-hole? So here's the deal with this one. And I'm glad the majority of the audience is female because I always like to hear the anger out of the female population. You're going to get mad. Just giving you a heads up. You are, and I want to hear everybody's comment, including Tracy. So let's just go ahead and get into it.
On himself. Here's some history. My husband is a 28-year-old male and I'm a 27-year-old female, and we've been married for about 4 years now. We dated in college and got married after. He finished college with a finance degree and thought he would go into accounting. Well, he quickly found out that it was not his passion, so he bounced around jobs and ideas like business, becoming a teacher, a lawyer, but nothing really kept him saying, this is what I want to do. This was all pre the global illness. And since the global illness has started, he has not attempted anything. He says after the pandemic, there will be a boom in jobs and he can find something that he's passionate about. I have been working full time and thankfully my job became remote and pays the bills while keeping food on the table. Here's the incident in question. After the fiscal year closed, my work had done really well. We were selling medical testing equipment, so it was a big product of 2020. I was given a promotion and I got a little pay raise and a small bonus. I was really excited because I could finally repair my purse and replace my shoes. My friend's puppy destroyed it, but I acknowledge I should not have left my purse on a low stool in front of the puppy's bed, so it was my fault. I was so excited to tell my husband, but he seemed more excited than me over this promotion. He started going off how he could redo his game area and get new systems since he was tired of his others, and I was dumbfounded. I got really quiet because I could almost not believe what he was saying. He eventually goes out and gets himself a new system, chair, and mouse. He basically spent my entire bonus. I was so upset and ultimately hurt and numb. We ended up getting into an argument and he called me selfish for not being happy that he finally got to achieve his dream, and I am spoiled for being upset I couldn't spend this money on myself first. I basically called him an ungrateful jerk and asked why does he deserve new stuff when I have been providing. He got really quiet on that one and stormed out saying he would be staying with his family, only about an hour away. I have been getting angry calls and texts due to the fact that he didn't feel supported in his own home, and if I am making the money, I can get whatever I want and I shouldn't throw it in his face since he doesn't have income, which is not true. I'm trying to keep a roof over our head and food on the table. All of his friends and family think I way overreacted to something that makes my husband happy, and that the next time we get a large sum of money, my husband said he would let me repair my purse. I haven't responded, and I don't think I will for a few days, but I've gotten so many "you're such a B" and a jerk, I'm starting to wonder if I really am. So, am I the jerk for being upset with my husband for spending all of my bonus money on himself?
Absolutely not. That lazy, trifling loser of a playing video game Super Mario fool needs to get on his behind and get a job. Don't care if it's at a grocery store. Don't care if it's McDonald's. I don't care if it's Uber, Lyft. He's trifling. She needs to divorce his sorry behind. Oh, she underacted, because that would have been a divorce. How dare he spend the money she earned? He isn't even trying. He's not even doing anything. He spent it on video games. So he went out and went all Super Mario on this. What? Really? Really? Dude, you are a sorry piece of crud. Crud.
Well, tell us how you really feel. Oh my goodness. Let's see what the Mafia has to say. Oh, Kevin, I knew it was coming. Don't worry about it. I knew it was coming. I've been doing this for a while. I know this group.
And I would say the same thing if she was staying at home and he was working. I say the exact same thing. FYI. Just want everybody to know. But he's sorry. And he a piece of crud.
I suggest that she put her on her porch.
Thank you, Mickey. Thank you. I couldn't say it, but thank you.
Nope, he's the asshole. Yeah, Adam, yeah. You need to get some separate accounts.
Thank you for real, though.
To account for money, food, and utilities, and a budgeted amount.
You know how expensive. Okay, maybe she should know because she earned it. That's a bonus. That's not like, oh, well, we got to pay the bills. That's my. Does he know how expensive purses are to fix? And he went and paid a video game. I've
been through this shit. I know how to do this. Here's from a man's point of view.
Trifling. Boy.
Here's from a man's point of view. It isn't the fact that you spent the money, the bonus money on yourself. I'm talking to the dude. It isn't the fact that you spent the money on yourself. It was one word that he said, and I'm going to get to it in a second, which sort of like just took it to the extreme for me. It isn't the fact that you spent the money on yourself. It's the fact that you thought you deserved to spend the money, the bonus money on yourself. Because my question would be, what did you do to deserve it? That would have been my question.
Is he cooking? Is he cleaning? Is he keeping the house?
We don't know what he's contributing to the family. So my question would be, what specifically are you doing where you said that this woman who worked through the whole pandemic, and I know how hard it is. I worked through the whole freaking pandemic, and I'm not putting down people that work from home because God knows I wish I could, but I was getting up and still going into work. So yeah, it wasn't easy. There were days where it was cool and it wasn't that bad, and then there was days it's just like, this is rough.
Yep, you know what that's called? Life. And he needs to grow a whole pair. Well, trifling. Boy, he gonna make me say something I ain't had no business saying.
Yeah, calm down, dude. Don't say it. Don't let him take your spirit. So that's my thing. That was my feeling. What do you think you have done that when you feel like you deserve to spend this woman's bonus?
And then he had the nerve to say the next time she gets a bonus, he's going to let her spend the money she earned to get. Oh, he'd have been gone. Oh, he'd have been gone. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He gonna tell her the next time she gets a bonus, he's gonna let her spend that money. Fool, you better go. You better go. He better go live with his mom and his daddy. Cause they tired of him too. Cause they calling and texting her. Cause they tired of him too. Let me stop.
The second thing that got to me was you're not supporting my dream.
Playing video
what
games.
What the hell was your dream now? Now you want to be a gamer? What is your dream?
A teacher, a lawyer, a doctor. Boy, McDonald's is hiring. Go work there until you figure out what you gonna do.
All I'm saying is do something, dude. You have a college degree. Now, the United States makes college degrees so freaking important. You have one. So go use it.
That's not his passion. What American is really doing a job they really are passionate about? Now, who is this person? Who?
Thank you, Tracy. I go completely cold over this kind of stuff. Relax, Susan. I know you've been through a lot. Just relax. And there's the fact that the shoes and the purse was necessities, while video games and a new chair aren't at the top.
Yeah, shoes.
Video games and
a mouse. And a mouse
is a luxury, not a necessity.
He had no problems taking money. He know he didn't earn it. And then he gonna let her. She belongs to him now. We went back to slavery now. Oh.
I appreciate your reaction. I can't react.
Because men like this will make you want to knock them upside the head. Metaphorically, not physically, i.e. face YouTube.
It's amazing how we got to do that. We can't say what. Shoes. I don't know what that means.
If she wanted to give her nails, she can't even get nothing. You know what she need to do? She need to change them keys on that house. Let that little sucker be somebody else's problem. Because he don't know what he want to do. He wants to find himself. You better this is getting me way madder than I thought it was getting me. Because
I knew.
It's not his passion. Boy, if you don't sit your trifling behind down and go get a job.
His dream.
Dream, passion, whatever.
So that what kind of threw me. You're not supporting my dream.
Well, 1 week it was the doctor. 1 week it was a lawyer. You have a degree in counting. What's your dream today? Well, blah, 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 blah. Ha, ha.
Over there. Oh yes, physically. We know. Okay, breathe, Susan. Yes, all of y'all breathe. Relax, because I told y'all there was a reason why I decided to start putting this on the show. But
I want to know what all the women out there feel like. He gonna tell her when she gets a bonus the next time. He's gonna let her spend the bonus that she done earned twice. Oh shoot! Oh, I wish somebody would. Oh no! I would change every lock. I throw all his clothes out. That's a divorce. I don't believe in divorce, but that's a good one. That's a good one right there.
And you know the funny thing about it though, and you'll hear this in a lot of situations. I am so sick of men and women, depending on whatever the story is. I am so sick and tired of them always running to their family.
Thank you. For real.
Like, dude.
And you know he's only telling his mama, because it's his mother, because she don't want to go feel sorry for him. Mama, she kicked me out because I have a dream, and she said, oh, son, it's okay. Sure, you're lazy, like I am. But that's okay. You can stay here as long as you want, and I'll feed you and clean for you just like you were when you were 3. Isn't that nice? You spineless.
Okay, so so follow up. I need to follow. I don't think there was a follow up to it. If I
She
even
should have
was, I would
divorced him. That's the follow up. Divorce
I don't
that
think there was a follow
lazy
up to it.
leech.
Now there is going to be one because I'm going to start. There's a couple of videos that are really long, as in where I get my videos from is usually like 3, 4, 5 stories. And then there's ones that literally take up the whole thing. One is my favorite. Well, it's actually my second favorite because I'm sorry, the woman getting tased has taken my first spot now. So this is falling to my second one. I'm sorry, I just like tasing. I'll never forget that.
Unless you're getting tased.
No, I'm not, and I'm gonna tell you why. Hopefully, let me rephrase that. I live in America. Hopefully, I don't. The only reason I like it is because there was a video. I mean, not a video. There was an episode of Cops. And I'll never forget this episode ever. There was an episode of Cops where the woman had went over the boyfriend's house and tried to attack him or was attacking his car. Something. She was being an ass about it, basically. And he called the cops. And the woman jumped in the car and is cussing the cop out. Everything. I'll do it again and blah, blah, blah. And y'all can't do nothing to me and everything else and so on and so forth. I mean, belligerently loud and obnoxious. Times 10.
Oh, so she was Karen.
She was Karen probably before the Karen. Probably before we ever named it. She was, you ain't touching me and everything else and blah, 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 and everybody, and the whole thing. Somehow, and I've yet to figure out exactly how this happened, she had locked the door so she's talking smack from the car window. However, she didn't lock the passenger door.
I'm not laugh. Don't laugh, Tracy. Don't laugh.
Oh, don't laugh yet.
Because I know what's coming. I think I know what's coming.
You're going to laugh at the part that had me fall in love with tasers. So she forgot to lock the passenger door. The cop goes around to the passenger door, opens the passenger door, and by the way, just to make this completely clear, the cops are telling, ma'am, open the door, ma'am, open the door, ma'am, open the door. So it's not like they're yelling back at her, no, nothing. By the way, just to go back to the dark side again, that is a definition of a command. Ma'am, open the door. That's a command. You can't misconstrue, ma'am, open the door. So she forgot to lock the passenger door. The cop goes around, opens the passenger door, and tases her. She falls out the driver's side door, still being tased. And smuggling something to the effect of, oh, why are you doing it to me? So they go back to the boyfriend, husband, whatever, and got his side of the story. They have her on the walkway, the parking lot, whatever. They got her sitting up now. And they said, ma'am, can we hear your side of the story? Well, what had happened was that we had a little incident. I'm listening to her like, boy, you real calm now.
Yeah, you got that real nice tone, didn't you?
It was almost like, I'm not speaking too loud now, Emma. But I'll never forget because that literally was her next sentence, Tracy. Well, what had happened was that we had a little, I was like, oh, these things work.
Changed her whole mood. She got that zap.
But it was funny. Dress, skirt up, and everything else. At this point, do you really care? You're getting electrocuted. Oh, why are you doing this to me? Cop needs special training to qualify to use taser. Part of that training involves the cops being shot with the taser. Yeah, it is.
Yep, I've seen that before.
It is. In the military, if you become an MP, military policeman, if you become an MP, That's one of your training. You have to get hit with the taser. If you are in basic, and I'm going to talk because Theus is not here. I was in the Air Force, so he can stop trying to pick on my beloved Air Force. Cause somebody called my beloved Air Force a Fortune 500 company, so we wouldn't know exactly how it feels to be in a real military branch. But anyway, one of the things that we had to do was go into the good old gas chamber with the mask and everything.
Wow. Dang, he came in 2 days in a row and got you. Ooh. Shot fired.
I'm so ignored him. He's one of those people. He's one of them people. The Air Force, well, y'all sitting in the air conditioner. Ain't my fault. Y'all decided to go out and run around in the woods and get all bugged up and sweating while we were smart enough to sit in the air conditioned room and play with drones. Not our fault. Go PGI Joe. Knock yourself out. Maybe she could have developed that tone way before the cop.
Yeah, way before the cop showed up.
That was my point, Susan. That was my point.
You know, she would have thought that.
What had happened was that we got into an altercation.
An altercation.
She was screaming at the top of her lungs from the car.
She put that high school education on. She said altercation. I'm like, okay.
Yes, Susan. He was in the Army. So yeah, that's one of my closest friends. So Al is one of my closest friends. My brother from another branch, but he's one of my closest friends. He's one of my brothers. But yeah, we've already held this conversation before. Yeah. I'm gonna leave my Air Force alone. We fought too. Anyway, Foxy's videos of the week. So Tracy, you would actually like this next video. Because I love so much when people try to a bunch of Karens. I love the ones where the Karens tried to use the Bible against you to get crap for themselves because they're so selfish like that, but don't have no idea what the hell they're talking about. That's what this video is.
Time for an Easter restaurant story. Hi, sugar. I'm gonna need a reservation for Easter Sunday after church. I'm so sorry. We're closed on Easter Sunday. Oh, well then tell me what your Easter takeout specials are. We're completely closed on Sunday, but we'll be back open on Monday. No. My family dines at your restaurant after church every Easter. We have actually never been open on Easter. It's so that we can also spend the day with our families. Well, I know tons of restaurants around here that are open on Easter, so if you won't serve me, I'll just have to take my business to one of them. Yeah, that sounds like a very logical course of action for the situation. So you're really not open? Really? On the day that Jesus died for your sins? Well, didn't he technically die, like 2 days before? What? Yeah, he is risen on Easter on the 3rd day, but 2 days before when he died, we're open then. Bibled.
Yep. Know some people just like that.
If you're going to use the Bible,
Know it.
please know what the hell you're talking about. I don't even think I'm asking too much. It's written down for you.
Like she ain't never heard of cooking at home. I know it was a parody, but yep. Sometimes you just
No, but you know, the funny thing about it is the parody is probably off of something that's real.
Yeah, so you know it.
Discovered recently by looking at MIA whole videos. And by the way, the funny thing about it is, the only reason I even brought this one up was I laugh at well, if you're closed, there are plenty of restaurants that are open, so I'll take my business there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. Yeah.
That was the point. Yeah. Because I've worked in restaurant industry before. They would lose more money opening a restaurant to let your family in to cook the food, and it's just y'all.
Now, you know people don't think like that. People think they special. Like, you better.
Air Forces are the cream of the crop. I've done my thank you, Susan. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
My daddy was in the Air Force.
Ooh, one day I'm going to actually take the time out to tell you when I went to tech training in Wichita Falls, Texas. Let's just say that was the first time I ever discovered a place where it got colder the more the day went on. It was warmer in the morning than it was by the afternoon.
Oh, shoot, that does happen here.
I'm in the South. That never happened. The day gets warmer.
That's so common. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's happening all the time here. It'll start out 52, and then by the time you get home, 32 degrees.
Woo. So anyway, I appreciate that, Susan. Thank you. Yeah, Becky is, and the funny thing about some of these people that even irks me is, do you not think these people who work in the restaurant industry, the hotel industry, things like that, do you not think they have family too?
Nope, they don't. They there to serve them.
I like the restaurant employee response. How many times does it have to be done to do something simple? Do you think it was?
And she doesn't think. People like that don't think.
Well, I would just take my business somewhere else. Well,
okay,
sweetie, you have no choice about if you want to eat out. This is absolutely no choice.
Or you could just eat at home.
Yeah, I doubt any of them cook. So the question, this next video, the question is, why does it take men? And by the way, if you look at TikTok, they've been picking on this woman for so long. I don't know who this woman is. Apparently, she's on TikTok always trying to give this advice on what men should do and what men are and why men do something like this, that, and the other. And they've been roasting her left, right, and center. So I don't know who this woman is, nor do I even care to try to find her. But here she is again asking, why do men take so long to answer a question?
Why guys need time to think before they answer your questions?
Well, first we have to realize you asked a question. Then we have to make sure we understood the question. Then we have to make sure the question's not a trap. Then we start formulating an answer. Then we have to figure out the best words to deliver the answer. Then we have to weigh the pros and cons of delivering the answer. Then we reevaluate, make sure the question's not a trap again, and then we deliver the answer. It's exhausting.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess. It's not that real hard to answer a question.
You're a woman.
You know, we got these things called brains.
You're a woman. When your wife, significant other, asks you a question, yeah, that's the formula.
That's sad.
Okay.
I gotta agree with girl. Why take you out something? It shouldn't really take that long.
Come May, I've been married 17 years. Wait a minute, hold on.
I hear 18.
18 years. I've been married 18 years. I survived by doing that formula.
And anyone that asks a trap question, that's trash anyway. You don't ask trap questions. You just ask the question that you want to know an answer to.
Whatever. Stop it. Y'all are smart to pick a branch that doesn't work.
For PT, what's PT?
Physical training.
Oh, I thought it was saying physical therapy. I'm like, they do physical therapy in the military?
Physical training. And no, we don't work. We work during PT and we don't eat sweets. Trust me, we don't eat sweets because we literally had people that got recycled / kicked out because they was caught eating sweets. Facts. He hit it right on it. Exactly.
That's sad.
Exactly.
I would be sad if I was a man and somebody saw me like, that's sad.
Call it whatever you want. We have a whole.
What?
It doesn't take but seconds. But he's absolutely correct if that's the route that we take.
Why would y'all think women are asking trap questions though?
Because women ask trap questions.
Not this woman. About? I don't. If I'm asking a question, that's because I want to know the answer. I'm not asking a trap question.
You. That is you.
Most of the women I know don't ask trap. Okay, we got some women watching. All the women watching, do y'all ask trap questions? Because I'm going to say y'all don't. I'm going to give y'all the benefit and say y'all don't ask trap questions.
Whatever.
I don't think they do.
Whatever.
What you do at work today is not a trap question. It's what did you do?
No, we're not talking about this simple question. We're not talking about every question. How was your day at work? Did you go to work today? That's a trap question because the trap is, does she know I didn't go to work today?
You could be like, no, I didn't go to work today. I didn't feel well. Boom. They're the answer.
You wasn't home.
So, but you was. Obviously, if you didn't go to work, it's a reason why you didn't.
It wouldn't take long if y'all wasn't so sensitive.
We're not sensitive. We're just smart. And apparently smarter.
What? Oh, I need Theus on here. I had to understand what the man said. It took me a long time, but I finally got it. Women are just that scary. All of us.
We are not all scary.
There you go.
When I ask a question, I'm not trying to trap anybody. That's the stupidest thing.
But
That's
Tracy,
so manipulative.
That's you. That is you.
Most women are not that manipulative.
Whatever. Most women that I got, when they ask a question, you got to formulate. The first thing you got to formulate is it a trap question? What was the meme that I saw the other day? Women can remember stuff from years in the future that you haven't done yet.
That's sad that y'all think of women that pathetically. That's just sad.
Whatever. I survived 18 years.
If you that scared of your wife that you got to sit there and think, oh, wait a minute, I got to answer this question.
Yeah. I've been married for 18 years. Yes. The formula works. Yes. I'm not being sarcastic. Men are scared of us, especially if they're married to us. Not scared. We just don't have to.
That sounds like a scared answer. I gotta formulate what I gotta say. Just say what's on your mind. Man up.
No.
Thank you, Mickey.
I don't play
that game plan is stupid.
But again, it's not okay. So that's two.
I don't think most women are like that. I don't think most women are game players. We're straightforward to the point.
And yeah, y'all are smart, but can't handle the truth with no chaser. Yes.
Explain that statement with no chaser. If I hear
one more time, how do I look at this outfit? And we tell y'all what y'all look like in this outfit, you get pissed off at us, calling us insensitive. Okay. So, but you want to.
That's a woman with the ego, self-esteem problem because she shouldn't even need your opinion to know what she looks like in the outfit in the first place.
I agree.
Like your opinion of what she looks like shouldn't even matter.
I wholeheartedly agree with that.
I wish I would ask some man how I look in some. Boy, you.
Right. Don't. Here's the deal that I've always said. It's men, women, kids, whatever. Here is my answer to everything. Do not ask me a question that you truly do not want to answer.
You don't want the answer to. I'll be like, oh, that color don't really suit you. Well, you asked.
Now, on the other hand, if you ask me a question, I give you the answer. Don't get mad at me because I gave you the answer. At the same time, let me talk to you little a-holes that give answers where there was no question. You You real people. I'm just keeping it real and all this other stuff. Ain't nobody asked you. Ain't nobody asked you any question whatsoever. We don't need your realness. Your realness is harsh. Your realness is mean.
No, you don't have to
need
be
your realness.
mean. You can say, well,
If you ask a question, fine. If you volunteering your answer and it sounds like it's a piece of crap, then no, you're acting like an a-hole. I didn't even ask you a question. Therefore, I don't need you to answer anything if there was no question. Period. And I grew up in that generation where they came up with, I was just being real. I'm real. I tell it the way it is. Yeah, you telling stuff that nobody asked you. Period. Nobody asked you. I'm straightforward. If I ask something, it's because I genuinely want to know. Now, all the crap is probably why I don't bother with men anymore. Oh, jeez. Both Tracy and Marlon are right here. Men do have the expectation that they're being tricked. It's a culture thing, I think, Western culture. It because it has happened to us. That's the point. That's literally the point of this whole conversation. We wouldn't even be dealing with this if it hasn't happened to us. We've dealt with this. We've dealt with trap questions.
I don't even know what a trap question is.
It's
I literally don't know.
It's self-explanatory. It's a question where you know what the answer is. And the double trap question is hilarious because those are the ones where there is no right answer to.
Like, why would I even waste my time with that? If I want to know what you're doing, I'm just going to ask. I'm not going to ask you your opinion on how I look at anything. I'm not going to ask you how my hair looks. I'm not going to I'll be like, hey, does my breath stink? That's pretty much the basics of what you get, basically.
And if they say yes, then what?
Then I know to brush my teeth.
Okay.
Because your breath is not always pristine. It takes a friend to tell you that.
Did you brush your doggone teeth today? I really hope ain't nobody got to tell you that your breath stink. Did you brush your teeth today? No? Okay.
Take care of that real quick, sir or ma'am.
Please.
Here's a peppermint.
Talk to me.
Or anybody else by that matter.
I can't protect everybody else. I can only protect myself. I just can't.
All you gotta do is put a mint in my hand and be like, you know what? Thank you.
Oh, really? Really?
Hey, I've had cousins do that to me before. I was like, you know what? Thank you.
But if a stranger did it?
I would still say thank you. I would not be mad.
Okay.
Now, if you come up to me and say, oh, you look fat. Okay, so now we can have some words. Because, first of all, fat to one person is fine to another person. That, we're going to have some words. But if it's something simple like, that dress is a little tight for you, you might want to wear something a little bit looser. Why would I take a...
Same thing. Did you ask them?
Some people, unfortunately, offer their opinion. You don't ask them.
And that's where we fall into the category of, I didn't ask you.
But first of all, I'm not going to ask any man how I look in anything at all. Your opinion of how I look doesn't matter to me.
I don't need anybody giving me their opinion that I didn't ask for.
And especially if I didn't ask for. And it's all how you say. You can say, if your wife wears an outfit, men have to talk. Wow, he's really scoring up and down.
Oh, yeah, he's going in tonight.
He did not even let...
Did I mention I got a-hole friends? Did I mention that to you? I never said they was that. Never mind. So the final video of tonight, I'm not even going to take us down because, quite honestly, it's the truth. So, yeah.
Tell
Tell me something that is not in the Bible, but people tell me something that is not in the Bible, but people think it is.
White folks.
That is so not correct, but I'm not going to go into the whole.
Really?
There would have to be white people. Where did the white people now come from? If there's no white people in the Bible, that
But in the
literally makes
Bible,
no sense.
You can't be in the Middle East and they're white. Middle East, Egypt.
I get where they're going, but I'm like, man.
Whatever happens afterwards is fine, but you was in the Middle East, so yeah, there wasn't.
I don't want to go all Herschel Walker on the whole argument.
Nope, that was Greece.
That's what. Yep, and the Grecians, they were white. I'm like, okay, come on, y'all. It was white people. It was white people. The Grecians,
See, just saying. True that women can be more easily be honest and straightforward with each other. It is that it is. Men and women need to take co-feminine class. Did
mistle the patriarchy to get and Susan, that last sentence, we gonna need some interpretation.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, nah, I think I know what you're saying, but you know.
Okay, so who's white in the Bible?
We
Yeah.
said the Grecians and the Romans. We're not saying that just say there was.
So not name one of the Jesus.
I didn't say that.
Thank you.
Now that's obvious. That would make sense.
Oh, hey Theus, I'm sorry. Hey Theus.
Yeah, hey Theus. That kind of reverse racism, I do not like it. It's just not a good look.
I'm sorry. Whoa. We said there were no white people.
And I'm saying there definitely were white people.
Reverse racism.
Because
the funny thing about it is, why would that be putting down white people when clearly in the Bible, in all the destinations that they have described in the Bible, none was Western, Middle East, Egypt, Bethlehem, Jerusalem. That's Middle East.
The Grecians, the Romans, the Asian minors. No. Y'all can't. No. I get where they're going, but no. I'm just saying no. It doesn't make logical. It's not logical sense. No.
Thank you, Theus. How was that reverse racism? Nothing negative.
Because it's like you're saying, well, they just manufactured them. What? No, I don't like that. It's rubbing me. This is one of those ones that rubbing me good.
The white people came from black people by the way of brown people. The status of Greeks and Romans were white because the paper. Thank you, Susan. Wow. But again, here's the deal. How is it racism? Nothing negative said about it. You're saying the negative thing, and we're saying is that white people wasn't in the Bible. That's negative?
Yes, because that makes it like, okay, they wasn't important. Which, okay. Like I said, I get where they're going.
Oh, the Bible says it. Yeah.
Just see, we got
King James Version is packed of repackaged stolen stories edited for political means. Again, we had a church full of Christians screaming, "Let's go, Brandon."
That's not a church. That's just a group of people. It's a difference.
There are churches that's taking applications for you to join the church.
A group of people.
There are churches that sit there in a tent talking about, I know who the witches are, and if y'all don't leave,
You keep naming groups of people.
Right now, we are a bunch of group of peoples, and these are the ones that we know about.
Everybody that says
Mega churches that's making millions of dollars in impoverished neighborhoods.
Again, group of people.
Your pastor is driving a better car than the poorest person that goes to your church.
What church is this that y'all going to that's like this? I literally have never seen it.
Hundreds, thousands of churches that are like
that. Nah, this is just church putting down. I ain't gonna stand for that. You know I ain't gonna stand for that one. Nope. Nope. There's a difference between a group of people, like a club, the people say, let's go pray. That is clearly not a church. They don't meet the standard of church. They don't.
Where do white people come from is people moved out of Africa and spread all over the country. Those who moved to cooler, less sun regions, they started losing melatonin because they didn't need it. Yeah, that's true. Christianity is a noble faith, but to pretend the only ones that we hold the definition of Christianity is full of disobedience. And my argument, and that's always been my argument that we've said many of the times. We're pointing out the issue that we have, let me rephrase that. I don't even have a problem with Christianity. I have a problem with religion, and I have a problem with people weaponizing religion.
Oh yeah,
and I do, and I also have a problem that a person who is, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not even a strong faith religious type of person that I want to be, but I'm the one who's making the most noise, and y'all are not, and that irks me.
I don't know why we making noise. No, we're making noise. It's just people don't listen. People don't listen to us because our congregations aren't super large. There are only certain people that other non-Christians are going to listen to. They're not the small pastor with 75 or 35 members. They're only going to listen to the ones with X amount of members. You're not going to tell me there's no pastor out there criticizing. There are plenty of them. Plenty of them.
We need more than the ones that sit there.
Yeah, but because nobody's listening to them. Everybody.
Way off the topic, but y'all need a lesson in typo. Ain't. No, because
she didn't say dismantle. She was saying something. I'm like, nah, I can't with that.
No. We ain't doing that one. I already taught myself how to talk and speak ignorance. I can't learn something new. Too old for that.
Type E's, nope.
Thank you, Diaz. By the way, where did you sneak in? He's good at it. I'll give you that much. He's good at it. Thanks, Diaz. The Bible is a metaphorical journey into faith. Somebody put it to me in a sense that made a lot more sense to me. It's the blueprint. It's the pathway. It's the instruction. It's the instruction book to faith. And unfortunately, that blueprint has been sabotaged.
Yeah, I mean, the churches that say, let's go, Brandon, like I said, they don't even meet the definition. They're just a group of people that hate Biden and they worship Trump, i.e., they're not worshiping Jesus. That's not a church. That's just a group of people.
Jesus invited to the faith. American creation makes demands. The good love to distance themselves from everyone else. Faith is a way of life. Religion is a weapon.
I don't disagree with that. I absolutely agree with that.
And that's my point. It's not Christianity. It's not. It's religion that I have an issue with. It's those people who I will separate Christians and religious people. If you're sitting there going, let's go, Brandon, and you're weaponizing the 10 Commandments, and the only thing that you remember is that homosexuality is an abomination while disallowing every other commandment in the book because you don't like a certain type of people, you are a religious person. You're not a Christian.
And that I will agree with you.
Churches is big business, basic instructions before leaving earth. The church, these mega churches that's making millions of dollars, putting themselves in impoverished neighborhoods, and making these millions of dollars, yeah, it's big business. And the only reason I even said this is because there should never ever been such a thing as a mega church. Period. There should be no such thing as a mega church. That doesn't even make any sense. And maybe I'm old fashioned. Maybe that's from where I grew up. I remember the biggest church that I had was on top of a hill, and it was a pretty large church. And even at that point, I thought it was a pretty large church. Not a church that you actually have a tour guide to get through the whole freaking church, that has a McDonald's, a fast food restaurant in the church, that has an ATM in the church. Gone too far. Patriarchy and feminism are
not gender terms.
Oh yeah, they're not.
There's another one. Okay, I'm gonna let that one. I'm not going to read
Yeah,
that
I don't even agree with that one.
Nope.
The Bible is used to keep folks passive. I don't agree with that, because the funny thing about it is, if you read through again, this is why I said I disagree with that, because again, if you could read the part of the Bible where it says homosexuality is abomination, and by the way, if you actually read the story of that and realize that's not exactly what that meant anyway, but you do remember that it was said in the Bible, but you will forget every single other thing that's in the Bible that contradicts it.
I mean, we literally just had a past president that said he didn't see any need for forgiveness, and that group let him go. I'm like, dude.
No, it's always going to be the interpretation of the Bible, and your interpretation of the Bible is always going to be depicted on your character,
i.e. Jim Jones.
Yeah. Anybody can take that same Bible and find faith and humility and passion and love for other people, and then some people can find it to weaponize against anybody that they just don't like. All right, all people of faith reflect their beliefs, while zealous project their desire to use religion as a tool. Yeah, exactly. Either way, do what you believe and wish you the best. But if your belief threaten me, I may have to see you.
You know what, Sis? You can get people suspended off of YouTube with that kind of
serious, man. Stop it. Or should I say the church
preaches past? I don't agree with that either, but
some do. The burning, the raging, burning hells of hellfire. If you don't give me your money, and I've seen it.
Thank goodness I've never been to these places. I just, maybe I'm just being ignorant. I'm like, I don't know what y'all talking about. Bargaining for salvation, the Abrahamic instructions are anyway. Okay.
I believe you would have to in some type of way. Okay, so here's my things, because I want to make this perfectly clear. Some type of way you have to run your church as a business.
Yeah, because that'd be stupid. Yeah, there's income involved. There's people involved. You have to have some type of structure. You just can't, let's all be free and afford. No. But when it's a multi-billion-dollar, that's where you got to. That's where you like, you got to watch it.
And I guess I can say this: if you run in a church as a business because it will bring more people to God, to Jesus, whatever you believe in, compared to you're trying to treat this institution of faith and religion because you want a bigger business.
Yeah, it's a difference of I'm doing this because I want to bring more people to them, or shoot, this is a good way to make money. There's a huge difference between the two. A huge difference.
The Bible also says that eat shellfish is abomination. Planting different types of seeds beside each other is an abomination. Working on the Sabbath day is an abomination. On and on and on and on. Oh boy, y'all into.
Marlon started it. It wasn't me.
Theus is not here, so I got to keep this going. Plenty of atheists who are full of love, charity, empathy, without being told we need religion to make us good, and more power to you. And I don't have an issue with that one way or the other. And maybe that's the issue with society in general.
Yeah, because when we think about the American Christian, not Christians overseas or wherever, we got it all. I'm like, y'all, we ain't got. Oh, Marlon disappeared. We got it all wrong. I'm like, no, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. But in terms of, I forgot my thought because I'm not used to being on this one by myself. Yeah, like I said, there's a big difference between I'm running this because I want to share my faith, as opposed to, gee, this would be a good way to make money. And I don't know where Marlon went, so he just kind of disappeared. So we'll just keep waiting for him. But like the Sarkola side says, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Don't know where Marlon is at.
Had to get more beer.
Oh. Didn't you just say last night that you were going to stop drinking?
No more liquor. Whiskey, gin.
What's the you know I'm not gonna know this. What's the difference? I don't literally know the difference.
Between liquor and beer?
I don't know the difference.
One is a bit more harsher than the other. Even if you was gonna go out of your way to get drunk, pretty much what everybody does anyway, for the sake of it, it's gonna take a lot more beer to get you drunk than liquor.
I put them all in the same category.
It is. It's alcohol, so yeah. Yeah, but no, I'm not doing any more liquor. I'm done with that. Yeah, let all be free in the forest. I'm with that. Basically, is what I'm saying is live your life, and here's why I didn't get to finish. So I apologize for going taking off.
Yeah, like I could take this show by myself.
You got it. Here's my deal with Christianity, atheists, witches, warlocks, whatever. Live your life. Do you, boo-boo? The old statement. Do you? As long as you're not affecting other people for what you believe in or don't believe in, I'm cool with it. I don't literally care enough to even care about it. But when you try to start making it way that because of what you believe in, I have to believe in it too, you've overstepped your boundaries. You're in my lane. Stay out of my lane, I'll stay out of yours. But there's always the old saying, just like atheists, and I'm not picking on Mickey with this, it's just reminding me of that saying, how do you know when somebody's an atheist? They are the first ones to tell you. I don't need to know you're an atheist. So it's like I don't need to know you're a Christian. And the reason I even say that is because you live your life a certain way. I'm going to know it one way or the other. But yeah, I don't need you to brag about it to me. And I definitely don't need you to try to convert me into absolutely anything. I get old and cranky when the older I get. So when churches are not in the Bible, then that's not Jesus did or preached. It is in the Bible.
It absolutely is in the Bible.
Because I definitely remember when Jesus turned that freaking table over in that synagogue for again, in the Bible, for everybody, the little mega churches with the McDonald's and the Burger King in it, when Jesus turned that table over because they were doing what? They were selling things in the Bible.
Not quite.
Okay, what?
They were selling it at exorbitant prices. Because it had always been a tradition to sell things, but they were selling them at such large prices that the people coming in couldn't afford them.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I think having McDonald's in your place is just...
Yeah, that's too much. I mean, I agree. I'm not disagreeing.
In anyone's hand, the Bible can be used to heal or to kill.
I agree.
The Quran. Capture the heart and minds and the fear, and you can inspire the masses to action. I just like Christmas and Easter is... Just like Christmas and Easter is
not this one. Okay. I'm still celebrating, bro.
And Al is going to be the one who does this because he loves speaking religion. And after a certain point, you just kind of have to say, okay.
Surprisingly, Mickey, I also have a problem when you legislate it. Because
I
whose
have nothing
religion are you
against
trying to
religion
legislate?
Unless you're trying to push it on others or use it to litigate.
Litigate. Yeah, litigate.
Yeah. When you
Yeah,
try,
now
when you
that
try
I
to
will
use
agree.
your religion belief to make laws, even though we're living in a country where state and churches are separated, the separation of church and state. But your litigation, you have to find out if the person who's even running for office is a Christian or not. With separation of church and state, why did that matter?
But I will explain. Some people that does matter. I'm not one of those people, but to some people I talk to, I'm like, it definitely matters. I'm like, but see if they not.
Tracy, you are a true Christian. That's the difference. Yeah, and that's the difference. There are people who are true Christians, and I really appreciate them. I really do. There are some people who use Christianity and or any other religion as weapons for what their moral stance is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna defend foolishness ever. I'm not gonna defend foolishness.
Religion is so jacked up and get us jacked up. We're still on the bottom of the economic, social,
and organization. That I will agree with.
That's true. And it harms none. Do as you will. The wicked.
Read R-E-D.
Wiccan.
No, I got Wiccan, but I don't know what that word is after.
That last word is. I don't know if that is a real word and we don't know it or.
Because I don't want to offend nobody. Be like, oh, she just.
I think the only thing that I'm speaking for myself here. Please try to tell me exactly what that word is because you know I like to learn. But please do not be the person that goes and the Wiccan, whatever that is. That's so disrespectful.
Did I do that?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, ooh.
Like what is that? Wiccan, racket. Y'all know what that is. Like, dude. You ain't even gonna try to learn how to say
a dismissive attitude. Read. That makes me sick worse than the guy that went out and bought that game console with his wife's bonus money. Don't start me on that one. I'll go all the way back to that little losing, trifling. Gonna play video games with her money.
Christianity have black folks so separate to cling to a social or religions that it reject us. People overseas are quick to see we are better reflected of the faith, yet we beg and seek acceptance. It is the same equivalent of when we have to still beg for the acceptance of white people all the time, on every situation.
Okay, that's it.
American Christianity is white supremacy. Oh
no,
we can't.
I ain't gonna agree with that one.
Oh, gee whiz. Oh, she meant creed.
Okay, now that I do know, because I was like, what's that word after that? Oh no.
Reverend Ike was the realest cat I've heard. If churches preach self-power, then maybe we could.
The guy that preached money. Okay, I guess we all have our differences of opinion.
How to test it, non-existent atheist or Muslim for president. Watch Christianity.
Oh, they did for Obama. Oh, he's Muslim. And,
yeah.
And he was. I'm like, how many times did President Obama say, I'm not Muslim? And they were still like, oh, he's. Oh, yeah, because Steve's got to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, that is a word. Read.
It was a
very old word
for creed.
But it is Susan writing this, so I don't know if she's being funny or not. So
I'm going to take her at her word. I'm going to just take it. Word, yeah.
That was an interesting ending.
Yeah, just when the...
Jeez. Well, it is Sunday. This is always the serious show, so let it be known that Saturdays is the light show, so we're never going to bring this subject up on that show. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, non-conforming individuals, that is our show for tonight. I truly appreciate Tracy coming on to the show. Please do not forget to go to all our Patreon pages, me, Tracy, and Tia's Patreon to support us. Please do not forget to hit that like button on the way out. I would truly appreciate that. If you're new here and you like this type of content, please do not forget to hit that like button again. I will truly appreciate that. No, the witches use the old word. Okay, cool. I got it. Thank you, Al, for coming in. Nighter, Mickey. Have a good night. And I'm not going to do like I did last night, so I'm going to get my stuff together here. So until next time, we'll see you when we see you. It's all. We'll see you when we see you. Peace.